Hello friends, in this session we are going to learn some data cleansing technique. Most of the time the real world data is not perfect, and more often than not they need to undergo some data cleansing tech steps. Like there are some columns which have blank values and there are some columns whose values are out of range. For example, in the case of student data, there might be a student whose age is 0, or there might be the students whose height is more than 10 feet, which is in practically is not possible. So that is why the data cleansing steps is very important before doing any data analysis. If the data does not undergo through the data cleansing technique, in the later stages the business decision which is made based on the data might be wrong, and it may create havoc to the company. In our example, we are going to take up the real estate data from Melbourne, Australia. So let us try to understand the data in the Excel first before we proceed to upload this. So here my first column is suburb, second is address, then we have the number of rooms in the unit, then price. If you see under the price column, there are some rows having no price, blank values, so that is where we need to do some data cleansing. Then we have the date, then there are some unit which doesn't have any bedroom, bathroom or car parking space, land size, building area, everything is blank, so this is a garbage data. Then even latitude, longitude is blank. So now let us upload this data into our Python console and let us do the data cleansing activity. So first of all, I'm going to import our two important library, NumPy as NP and Pandas as PD, and then I will upload my real estate data into estate variable and execute. So there is the output. So I'm having 5 rows and 21 column. Basically the real estate data is having 21 columns. So let us explore further on the real estate data. So now I'm having around 23,547 rows. So here you can see the type of the variable, suburb, address are string character, the rooms is in number, then type of the room is object, object mean character, and price is 464. So now the first step in the data cleansing is to find the how many columns are having NaN or null values. So for this we are going to use the isNull function. So here we have a lot of values which are false, it means it's not null, and there are some values which are true, it means it is a null. But this is not a good way to analyze the null values. Let's find some other option. So now here I'm going to count the number of null values. So here we go. Now from this output you can see here that the price is having 5151 rows which are having no price at all. Then we have bedroom 2, bathroom having 4481 records with null value, then bathroom is having 4484 records with null value. So this is quite a large amount of records which are having null values. So now there are several ways to treat the null values. So now depending on the business problem, following are some of the ways to treat the missing values. First, if the column is a continuous variable, suppose if it is a number or a float type, then you can replace the missing value with a mean or a median. But again, it depends on the business problem that you are having. The second way, if the value in the column is out of bound, replace the value with the highest available value within 99th percentile. Let me give you an example here. Suppose in a room there are 4 employees and somebody asks you to find the median value, the median salary of these 4 employees. And out of 4, one of the employee is Bill Gates. So imagine how much salary he will be having. let's say he is having $10 million salary, but the other employee on an average might be having $5,000 to $10,000 only. So somebody asks you, what is the average salary of this 4 employee? Of course, the average salary of this 4 employee will be under around $10 million. But what is the median salary of the employee? The median salary of the employee will be around $10,000. So that is where you have to treat the outlier. So in our case, the outlier is Bill Gates' salary. So we have to replace the Bill Gates' salary with the maximum salary of the 3 employees. And if the column is a character, then you can replace the value with the most frequent occurring value, or you can choose to ignore. And if there are some columns which are having most of the data with null values, let's say suppose 50% are missing, then the rule of thumb is to drop the column. Otherwise, it may give you the wrong business decision. And there are some advanced technique to treat the missing value, which is like using regression method like linear regression method, etc. Where this can be used for those business problem where those columns are too critical for a business decision. So let us find if any column is having null. So we are having some columns which are having null values, and there are few columns which are having all the values not null, like suburb, address, rooms and type are false. It means it doesn't have any null value. So these columns are good for the further analysis. But if you see like price, then postcode, bedroom, bathroom are having null values, so these need treatment. So let us see one by one each column. So now this function x is equal to 0 will give the null value on the axis on by column wise. If you want to see the null values, sum of the column having null value is 14. Now if you want row wise, so here it shows the null value by each row. So there are 23,000 rows, so it gives for each rows the false or true. Now if you want to find the total sum, so I am having around 17,351 rows with the null values. Now this function state is null all, so this is going to give those records which are having all the value with null. So in our case it's 0. But if there are some data where all the rows are having null value, then the best thing is to drop. Or even if more than 50% records are having null value, again you can decide to drop it. So now we're treating the missing value. So let us see the steps which are for treating the missing values. So first of all, let us find the percentage of the values by each column, how much values are having null. So in our case, if you see, my price is having 21% which is missing. Then building area is having 57%, year build 50%, council area 33%. These are quite high percentage values which are null. So now, so we can simply, because see, building area, year build and council area, more than 30% are having null value. So it is best to drop this column as it will not give any added value to our business decision. So we are going to drop this one by using drop function. It has been dropped. So let us again compute the percentage. So now my price is 21%, bedroom, bathroom 19%, car 19%. So let us now analyze the row wise and find out if any values are missing with more than 5. So here I have few rows where the columns, where the number of columns missing is more than 5. In our case, we have 18 columns in estate data set, and then we want to find out around 30% of data, which 30% of data per row which is missing. So that is why we have taken 5. So it's around 4,278 rows which are having more than 5 columns with missing values. So I have 4278. Let us see how much percentage are missing. So we can use length, which will give you the total number of rows. So I have 18% which is missing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to retain the rows with less than 5 nans, NaN. So now let us note that the price column have 21. So here we have price column is having 21% which are missing value. Let us remove some of the row with rows price having NaN. As price is important to our study, we will remove the rows. So to remove the rows, we can use NumPy library function is nan estate price. So here we are removing. So we have already removed. So let us now again see the percentage of missing value. Now here my price is 0%.